Okay guys, this is colouring technique number 3, take 2. First one took too long, I wouldn't upload. Okay, what we have here is a piece of sycamore which has been textured, it's been sanded and it's been sealed, ready for the application of the colours. I'm going to be using black as an underlay to fill out the textured area, and then I'm going to be using acrylic paint to go over the top. So I'll show you the process and the colours once I've masked off the timber itself, just to show you. Small hollow vessel, about 5.5–6 inch tall by about 4 inch wide. Okay. Prior to colouring, I'll just show you what I'm going to be using tonight. Firstly, to put the texture on the tool, onto the wood, I used the Robert Sorby spiralling texturing tool. As I said, the timber is sealed with sanding sealer. My first colour, I'm going to be applying a thin coat of Chestnut Products Ebonizing Lacquer, and that's going to be the undercoat which will sit in all the textured grooves. Once that's dry and gone off, I'll sand back the surface to leave just the colour in the indents of the texture itself. The next colour I'll be using is just a cheap acrylic paint. This one here for the guys in the UK cost me, as you can see, £1.49, which is about $2 US, and that's going to be applied with a small foam applicator. Okay, so I'm going to start colouring now. Okay, so applying the black, all I'm going to do is put a light coat over the whole area. Enough on to go into the textured area. Because this is a spirit base, it dries quite quickly. Okay, but it's good to have good ventilation in your workshop, because it's quite odorous. Okay, so that's the black applied, so we'll wait on that drying before we prior to put the colour on. Right, coffee's drunk, and as you can see, I've sanded back the top surface of the vessel, which leaves the black in the grooves, and you're back to bare wood on top. Now to apply the paint, as I said earlier, I'm just going to be using a small foam applicator, and the colour I'm using tonight is Viridian. It's a colour I've not used before, so I'm hoping it turns out nice. So all I do is I coat the foam applicator and slowly just wipe over the top. Like so. Right, to save time, I've put the rest of the colour on while I've not been recording, then hopefully I'll be able to upload it, since I didn't be able to upload my last one. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is take the masking tape off. I'm going to polish up the unpainted surface. I'm just going to use some Renaissance wax, and then I'll part it off and I'll show you the finished item. So here we have the finished item in Viridian and black. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you next time.